so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Chubb nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready. Check you.
On the ground, it's Bruce to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there, finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kareem Hunt scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Watson on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Watson off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. "7-7, our score after 1. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop the throw. And he's gonna go down again. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took on a 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dunk through. No push for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that first down, another shot.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. And he fires one. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Browns defense has a touchdown. The offense not anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This is incomplete. Really attempt to get a big one down the field. But it's okay because the second play is if you don't get a completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also didn't get a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 40-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. There's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. David Njoku, 48 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Let's get that touch.
Out of the gun, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
York able to send this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll throw now on the final play to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep up the scoreboard here.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in a tight angle. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
No, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's good completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 3. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredible to them to get yards against.
try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown!
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 17 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score.
Gano for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's the option play now to the left. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Bordeaux is past him. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends us away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28 yard line. Give him 4 on the run there. Now they're looking at 40 about 5.
Defensively, they have that pretty well figured out.
One of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here we go on 4th down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side back?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Chubb running right. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll look to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. I saw another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And cuts up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
And that was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't take the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this. Ready?
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for
Here
that
we go.
one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
This is not really spoil yourself. You can come in,
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone,
like you alluded to, especially in this part of the field.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Houston, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.